I might as well have my noise out today. So we have rock and roll as we go through.
You're live, honey.
We're live.
You're live.
Wait, let me check.
Do you have a pulse?
I have pulse, so I'm good.
You got a pulse. Okay, good.
I think I'll be able to talk even without a pulse.
Wow, we hit it 2 minutes before.
Oh, we're ahead of you guys.
Stop.
Man, are we good? We rock, but we won't introduce ourselves or anything, will?
She's just gonna play with her stuff.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
she's gonna. If you move us back too far, I can't read any of them.
Well,
You'll have to read them to me.
I'd have to get my glasses.
Oh, well.
Well, I got to do that anyway. So.
She's got to do that anyway. If you're on, great. Hi, everybody. We'll wait for a couple more minutes here as we get going. Wait, we do have a couple people on. Let's see. Somebody said good morning here. I'm pulling it forward.
Oh my gosh.
Janet and Joe and Joy. Hey, North Carolina. Hi, ladies. How is everybody today? Karen's on. Good morning.
Of course, Karen's on.
Yeah, have fun. We will, Karen. Don't worry. We always do. We got to get going here.
Okay, I got my glasses now. Oh, but that's too far away for me to read it.
South Dakota. Hello there. South Dakota. I don't know if we've ever noticed you. Actually, I haven't been this close to the screen, so you've probably been on and I just didn't know because I'm way back here and I'm as blind as a bat. So it's not that I don't like to talk to you guys, it's that I can't see anything. She's got her glasses somewhere.
I have my glasses here, but you know, it's only for
cheaters.
It's only for shit that's right here. So am I going like this to read? No, that doesn't help me
anything. What if I got one of those
Crafty
microscopes?
Badger.
Crafty Badger's on.
on.
Did you skip church? Crafty Badger. That's okay. You're allowed. That's all right.
Yeah.
All right. Now that we have everybody here, we can tell you that it's August 14th, 2022.
Oh my God. You said August and I went, no, it's not. It's January.
That's because it's only 70 degrees. We think it's cold out there. We've gone from 100 and some degrees, 95 days to 70 degrees. And so maybe that's it.
Fucking beautiful outside.
I know, but maybe you thought because it was, you know, it's 30 degrees cooler. So
I don't know. I honestly, I don't know.
I've done that though.
Have you? What?
Yeah.
August.
Yeah, August 14th.
August 14th.
Episode number 106. A flack around the table.
106.
Wait.
5 minutes ago, you said it was 105.
No, it's 106.
For fuck's sake, guys, I labeled this one episode 105.
So there's two 105s, but now they're
bad.
106.
I will correct that after the fact.
Yeah, well, it's 106.
106.
Yeah, it's 106.
See.
I
rely on her to keep track for me.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of those blank
a tchotchke piece of shit to put on my wall.
Yeah. I'll get one of these pads and I'll just start writing the episode numbers 108, 109. And every Sunday we pull a piece of paper off so we know what episode
I don't need more tchotchke shit in my fucking house.
Yes, she does. She doesn't have any.
No, I don't.
She doesn't. There you go. No problem. So let's see what happened since last week. Oh, exciting news. Got another crown. Remember I told you I had that stupid root canal done? Of course, me being me, I had two roots in a tooth because I had already had a root canal there. But I had an extra root that nobody bothered to know about. Maybe couldn't pick it up back before digital x-rays. I don't know.
This was back in the Stone Age that you had the first one done and they
2007.
just were tapping it with
2007.
Tapping it with a bone and a piece of flint.
Yeah. Yeah, sort of thing. How they knocked you out, they just went, breathe, sort of thing. And you got these.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Nowadays, and you were numb for 19 days after you went to the dentist.
Yeah.
Because they'd stick it and then the whole side of your face you look like you had a stroke and
you're still like that now. They still do.
But it doesn't last as long.
No.
And they don't have to give you 19. They only have to give you like one, like right in the tooth. They've gotten much better. But long story short, I go in and I thought the filling had chipped off, but no, not that simple. I chipped off a piece of porcelain. The temporary stayed in. So Anybody from Hamilton Endodontics is watching, you did a great job on that part. So, of course, this is a temporary. And she did that scanning thing, 3D. I got to watch it this time because I watched her do it on the computer. They take this wand and they do all this and everything. And then they send it in this computer, like a 3D printer, makes your silly little crown. So I'm going to get that put on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then both computers crashed. Mm-hmm. Both, I think my hard drive said, look, I've had enough, and told his drive, look, you can't work because I'm not working. So his crashed too, because we have to mirror the computers.
Of course, yeah.
Because then he doesn't have to come downstairs to fix it. If I tell him something's wrong, he'll just fire it up upstairs and then he can fix it remotely. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, there's only 13 steps between us, but why would he want to come down the steps to fix my computer? Actually, he doesn't want to face me when something breaks on my computer. It's not, I'm not a happy camper when something breaks on the computer. It's like, my baby, why didn't you fix it? I didn't know it was broken.
Okay, well, speaking of computers, so we don't want you to have a heart attack or anything about your computers, but she got new hard drives.
I got new towers, just 2 new towers. We had plenty of cables and all the other stuff. So it wasn't that bad, and they were on sale at Costco. And they were Dell's too, so he was happy.
Oh, so he was happy.
Yeah, so totally. And I don't need a big amount of storage in them because I have terabyte, whatever the hell a terabyte is. Terabyte hard drive backup, external drives that are attached. So I didn't need to worry about that. But he was delinquent in backing up the computers. They used to back up at 4:00 every Sunday morning. Well, he turned that off because he was doing something else and never turned it back on. So I get to start all over with my games again. They're all gone, all dead, all at 0. They're there. I have to download them, but I get to start all over.
Yeah. Well, that's fun. You get to start from 0 again.
Yeah,
and you know the tricks of the trade.
Yeah, I do.
Some of them.
I know. So, yeah. But it was getting to the point where almost because my nickname's Bob, and so they were all Bob 1.
Right.
So I was getting to the point where the one game, I actually was on Bob 2. So I was so excited because I get a free one every month with Wild Tangent. But I only like time management as a rule. Like your Merge Dragons would drive me crazy after a while.
I stopped it. Oh. I stopped Merge Dragons.
Because
it just got too freaking weird. I mean, it was just, yeah.
Yeah.
But then Carly, she started it and she blames me because I showed her whatever. We enable everybody. Everybody enables everybody.
We're here for you. You want us to say it's okie dokie, just let us know and we'll be more than happy. And you can even tell everybody that we said it was okay.
Yeah.
Because we're important. We're on the internet. We're live, so we would be.
Okay, so back to computers. So we got a new printer. That a home printer, y'all know that the ink cartridges for home printers suck.
Oh, they're expensive and everything.
Like $46.99 for a replacement cartridge, and you get 30 freaking pieces of paper off of it, and then it's gone. You need a new one.
Yeah.
Well, we found a new. I think it's Epson. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's Epson that actually has. It's a liquid refill.
Cool.
And it literally says on it 1,200 copies.
That's
and
the one
it's
Shaq
like $19.99, guys.
Yeah, I think that's the one Shaq is
you
fill it with a bottle.
It's a bottle.
Isn't that fun?
And you refill your cartridge, your home ink cartridge with a liquid bottle of liquid. Yeah, it's
good.
It's slicker than snot.
Yeah.
And then so we switched out. Our other printer was still working. It was okay, but it was getting harder and harder to get
it's
replacement
getting to the point that you could go buy a new printer instead of buying cartridges for the printer.
A cartridge, yeah.
I know.
But then I got a label printer for the Etsy shop.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Do you think we can get that fucker to actually recognize on my computer? Nope. My computer just won't recognize that printer at all. We have tried everything. We have gone to the website, downloaded all of their software, blah, blah, blah.
Put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off, try it again, reboot. Yeah.
Re-update, all the hoo-has and whatnot. Nope, can't get it.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Oh, well, it is what it is. So I'm cutting out paper and taping it on. That's what I do.
That would be like so fun.
Cut out paper?
No,
tape it on?
to have a printer that, I mean, to do
that just prints out the label? Yeah, it's
that would
great.
be like so cool to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And nowadays you can almost get a home 3D printer too. It doesn't do as much as the big ones do. But I really think I want a 3D printer. Because you can make that, we can make all our own little
tchotchke shit.
Yeah.
You can make your own tchotchke shit.
I know. Wouldn't that be like great?
No, then you wouldn't have to go to the tchotchke store.
Yeah, I would, because I'd have to go and find out what I want to make. So I'd have to bring it home so that I knew what I have so that I could make it. Ta-da!
Yeah.
I could make you charms.
You could.
Just think if I spent, $15,000 on a CD printer. Each charm, after I made about 1,000 of them, would be down to what? $100 each. Jay!
Right. Yeah, you're right there with it. Yeah. I think you'd be better off with the resin. I've seen some pretty cool resin charms that they make the resin charm itself. Some of those are pretty cool.
I like the lady.
I don't know if I can.
Who uses the glue? We've seen her a couple times now at some craft fairs. I made that little chicken that I gave Sharon.
Oh yeah.
She uses it like glue, like her glue gun or something. Anyway, it doesn't melt. I don't know what kind of glue she uses. They're the cutest little animals ever.
Yeah, they are.
And they're really cute. So she uses the glue and she manipulates the glue.
Yeah, and she makes these cute little animals.
Did you ever make that glue that stretches?
No.
That's so fun.
I'll
when
pass.
You mix Elmer's glue and stuff.
It's
really fun. You should do it. It's really kind of gooey and you just kind of roll your hands in it. And it's just.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
The slime glue?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm too old for that. I didn't have kids that needed to have that.
Well, I just thought it'd be fun to see how it worked.
Go for it.
Maybe someday we'll make something.
Maybe you could roll it around your house to pick up the tchotchke shit.
I couldn't move it. You wait until I come back from Alaska. Everything's going to be on sale. Everybody's getting a little, what do you call them? Totem pole. Is that
a totem pole? Yeah.
And that is a totem pole. I was trying to think if that was politically correct to use it. I was thinking telephone pole, but that's not what it is. It's a totem pole made out of a telephone pole. But
totem pole. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be bringing back Indian stuff. Alaskan
Indian. Eskimo.
Yeah. Type whatever things. I can find type things.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. I'm totally down with that.
Yeah. Because I figured that'd be more fun than some silly little tchotchke thing. Yeah.
Hey, I still have the pink slippers you got me the last time you went to Alaska. Y'all, I posted it. They're fuzzy pink.
I forgot.
They're fuzzy pink like bear slippers with these bright teal claws on the front of them. They're fantastic. She was digging around in some bin and found these for like, $1.99 or something. And she's like, I got these because they're pink and fursuit.
Yeah.
They're fantastic. I wear them. I don't care. I don't care.
Bring them back.
Yeah.
I did. Come to think of it.
You sure did. You sure did. And I still wear them because they're fantastic.
Well, 2 places we're going this time we didn't go last time was we're going to, which I say it wrong, and I'm sorry, Alaska, Seward, and Mikey said Seward. It's Seward is the name of the city. I say Seward, and he says Seward. So anyhow, I don't know how you pronounce it. And that's where we got the ship, and we're going to Anchorage. So I haven't, those are 2 new places in Alaska I hadn't been, whereas the other ones I've been to on the last cruise. So at least this time I get to see 2 new places.
2 new places.
Yeah. And we go to the Hubbard Glacier. Last time we went to some other glacier. So it's a little different for me this time.
Yeah.
Plus I have my husband. That's exciting.
Well, and he's going to have the owner manual for your car, so
Right.
he'll have something to do.
Yeah,
He's going to read. He's going to read the owner's manual because
we went.
She has a, the old school banana seat bike riding where we used to put the card in the in the spokes.
In the spokes.
She's got that happening in her car right now.
Right, but just between 70 and 75.
Right,
and
right,
at first, when we went to Chicago in June,
next time you should tell him. I think there's a king of spades in there somewhere.
I should put one underneath there.
Yeah,
the next time he's gonna go looking.
You should tape one up like right underneath the catalytic converter or something like that. When it hits 75, it starts doing this. Oh my God, that'd be fantastic.
That would be great. Mike, I found the problem. Look, I think, is that supposed to be there? Yeah, we went last week to get vitamin M, and in Chicago, when we went to Chicago, the noise sounded more in the back. And then when we went to Danville, it sounded more on his side of the car, just between 70 and 75. That's what it sounds like a piece of tape is flapping, or your seatbelt is outside the door and it's kind of flapping in the breeze. And so on the way back, it sounded more.
It's the Ford emblem. It's not clipped out.
It is a Ford. You got to remember, fix or repair daily. I mean, that's pretty much, you got to remember that. So he gets underneath the car to check. And I'm like,
I've never heard that before. Fix or repair daily.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just like Delta, deliver every living something through Atlanta, living being through Atlanta or something like that. Yeah. So that's Delta. So there you go.
So Karen just asked, what am I knitting on? I could actually see that, Karen. There's a few up here that I haven't been able to read. So I hope you guys are just conversing amongst yourselves.
Yeah, enjoy, because I'm not. Maggie's on. Hi, Mags. What's up? Joe Wood is on. Hi, Joe. Oh, you do too? You hate the dentist? Oh, yeah. When they put that sponge,
who does like the dentist? I mean, you have to be kind of morbid if you like it.
It's the cotton shit, because at first it goes in and then it dries out your tooth. And you're like this, right? So that they can see what they're doing. But then it dries out the neighborhood, but then you can feel it getting soft and mushy as they're spraying and everything. And you're trying so hard not to move your lip because it's slipping, and you're trying to help them out. I go, oh my God, I can't get out. It's supposed to be. It's terrible. Let me tell you. So anyway, more pain tomorrow.
Karen wants to know what I'm working on. After last week, I started the Simple Something, except I'm only doing the Simple Something pattern because my my swatch came out to the right stitch count for the Simple Something, which is a raglan sweater. It's typically, you hold it. It's 2 strands of fingering weight. You hold double. Are you okay?
No, I'll just leave it there.
Okay, just leave it there.
I fixed it myself. See, I stuck it on here because I didn't have one, and I thought if I stuck my little tip holder on those, just to keep her, but you can't do. But you both.
Can't. Yeah,
that's all right. I know somebody who can give me one that works.
So, at any rate, my swatch, the stitch count, for the other pattern that I had, Turtle Dove, I would have had to have done a lot of math. Now, typically, I like doing math. I truly do. I don't mind doing math at all. But I would have had to go through and almost rewrite the whole pattern because it was like 6 stitches off. I mean, it was a lot. It wasn't just fudge it a little bit just to make it work,
right,
sort of thing. So I had the Simple Something, and the stitch pattern or the stitch count was perfect.
So you thought.
So I'm like, it's just a simple raglan. I just needed to have the raglan count work for, yeah. So Simple Something pattern, but done with not 2 strands of fingering. It's 1 strand of alpaca with a twist, temptation, and I don't know, it's 8 ounces and 108 yards per skein. What is that? What is that? What does that work out to
Holy
be?
crap.
Worsted? I'm not sure if it's
Probably
worsted.
more of a bulk, almost a bulky, a worsted or a bulky.
I don't know. To me, it seems kind of like sport, but it has a lot of halo to it. So
whatever it is, it's great.
at any rate, I'm
look it
doing
up.
it on a size 6.
I'll look it up on Ravelry and we'll know.
I'm doing it on a size 6.
And the gauge came out, so it doesn't make any difference.
Gauge, yeah, gauge works. So
and how many skeins of that do you have?
45 or something.
Good.
Some crazy thing. Way enough for. But here's what happened when I started this guy. So you guys all know, well, hopefully, if you've done a raglan sweater, you know, it has the front and the back. So you have 4 stitch markers and then the beginning of round, whether your beginning of rounds in the front or the beginning of rounds right in the middle in the back. So you need 5 stitch markers.
And you didn't have enough?
No, I had plenty. The simple something, though, has a lot of short rows right at the beginning because it's doing a lot of shaping for the back.
Sure.
So there's probably, I don't know, 20 rows of short rows, I'm guessing. And it's knit to stitch marker number 4, knit 3 after it, do a double stitch, reverse and go back the other way to stitch marker number 1. Y'all, I was like going, I don't know which stitch marker I'm on, right? If I'm on 1, 2, 3, or 4, because, right? So at first I thought, I'll just make my beginning round a different color.
Right.
No problem. And then but I was constantly going, what fucking stitch marker is this? 1, 2, 3, or 4. So this one here, years ago, got me these numbered stitch markers from Hobby Lobby.
I did.
So I went, aha, I'm going to go get them. And I'm going to put them on. But not only are they stitch markers, but they're also progress keepers. So they have a little lobster claw on the top. And then the actual stitch, the ring is not snag free.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
So every time it's catching, or it's actually slipping the yarn into the.
I hate when that happens.
Oh, it's driving me nuts. It was driving me nuts. And I'm like, you make stitch markers. What the hell, woman? Like,
get out there and do something.
But I don't have numbered stitch markers, mainly because I don't like the way that they look.
Right.
The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they're plastic.
True.
And I'm not super big on that. No. I mean, it works. It's thing, but.
So did you come up with a solution?
So the mother of all inventions is a necessity or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that how that goes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking figured it out. So these will be up on Etsy. I'll show you these ones. I don't have photos yet, so they won't be up anytime soon. So, and then once you start, just a typical raglan, once you get past the short rows, then it's usually, for a traditional raglan, it's usually an increased row and then a regular row. So it's a 2-row repeat. Like you have an increased round and then you have just a knit round, and then you have an increased round and a knit round. So I created 4 stitch markers. Each one has a different amount of beads on it. So you have 1, 2, 3, or 4 beads on it. So you know which one is number 1, 2, 3, or 4 by just looking at how many beads are on. And then I created a double ring for your beginning of round. So you know you're on either round 1 or round 2.
Perfect.
I don't have to look at the pattern anymore. I can just look at my markers and know which one I'm at, and
that's a good idea.
What row I'm on.
That 1, 2, 3, 4. That's amazing. And you do.
I went and I asked. I had to go get some needles. I did not have 24-inch number 6 needles.
How could you not have 24?
So I had to go to the yarn shop to pick some up, and I showed Katie that, and she goes, "No, that's brilliant. I go, okay, I was just wondering if it was just my brain.
Right.
The way my brain works, like I did this for my brain.
Right.
For myself, for my brain. And she goes, no, that's brilliant. I go, okay. All right. I'll put it up on Etsy.
That is brilliant, because what I'll do is I'll put, like, I write on my pattern, like if it's stitch marker number 1 is the red one, and then on the pattern I'll write the blue one, and then stitch number. But you always have to refer back to the pattern. You have to have that with you 24/7. This way, all you have to do is look at the stitch marker to know that this is number 3, and this is number 4, and that's all I need. And I turn around and I go backwards, and I stitch to number 1, which is right here. And then I'm on row number 2, where I don't have to give a shit which stitch marker it is. I just go down and back.
Right. Exactly.
Oh my God, that's such a brilliant idea.
So I'm not.
She's always thinking.
Well, I don't know about that, but it was just a necessity that I needed. And if I needed it, I think other people would need it.
Well, I think so. And I think in the future,
and I don't think I have seen a raglan stitch marker pack.
Probably not. So it'll be up on the flock.
It will be up on the flock at some point in time.
But us flockers have everything pretty cool, I
do have one that's like a rainbow pack.
Nice.
I said to my husband, I go, do I do these in like solid colors? Or... And
he's our consultant.
He is my consultant.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, you should do them in every color. And I went, well, then I have to show every color and I have to do every color. And I'm like, he's like, no, you don't. This is my husband. No, you don't. Blue, green, yellow, orange, red. And I'm like, okay, well, I can do that. But here's the thing. Us knitters are visual people. We want to see it.
True.
We want to see it.
Yeah.
So for now, I have these like, they're purple and teal, metallic, and like a rainbow. So legit, there's like every color on them. But the idea is basically just to count your beads and you know which marker you're at, which row you're on. So at any rate, that's my story on that one. And this is how far I have gotten on my simple something adapted to worsted weight or whatever. I'm gonna put my little hugger on here so I don't drop stitches. But so I started this, I don't know, just a few days ago, whatever.
She is doing pretty good.
But it's a size 6, guys, and it just, you know, once you get past the short rows, it goes pretty fast. And actually, the short rows really weren't that bad, but yeah.
No, once you kind of get past, I have to admit, once you get back some of those rows, you do pretty good. That's going to be really comfortable.
Well, hopefully, and hopefully I don't itch from it.
Well,
we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Now, Simple Something has 2 inches of ribbing at the top. I only did 1. It also has the ribbing done in a needle size smaller. I did not do that, but I don't like things tight around my neck.
Me neither.
So,
yeah.
And I saw Miss Colleen's in sock weight. Yeah. And hers, she did it to 2 inches and it.
The blue one?
Yes.
Oh my God. She had it here last week when we got together and knitted. It is incredible. I wish she was here and she could show it for you. It's amazing.
She showed it.
Did she?
She's shown it on the, she's doing a blue fade one.
Fade one. It's so pretty. And she threw some pink in there. She hasn't shown it with the pink in there. That was really
pink and green and
thinking of Colleen, she's going through a family crisis, a bit of a family thing right now, and she's out in South Carolina, and we miss her. And she did get a chance to go to Coastal Knitting. She said in Beaufort, South Carolina. She said it was a great little shop. So if you're out near South Carolina and Beaufort and stuff, make sure you hit it up, because I looked and she's got some pretty cool stuff on there. So I head on out that way.
I was amazed at the website.
Yeah, I was
like, that's a cool website.
Yeah,
they're rocking their website.
Yeah, sure. She was. I thought that was pretty cool.
Which one am I on? Oh, I'm on just a knit row.
Yeah, isn't that exciting?
So you can set it down and pick it up, and you don't have to go look at your stitches.
Well, you know, when you said knitters are visual, we're also feelers.
Yes, we are.
we like to go through and make sure we've got a good feel with it before we consider it. It has to have a certain kind of squish. If you're looking for a hat, if you're looking for
well, we've adapted that to shopping online, though.
Yeah.
Like,
well, because now that we've gotten an idea of over the years, the increase in availability has become, the first time you get your hands on baby yak, you're like, holy crap on a cracker.
But I don't think I would buy a skein of Quivet without fucking touching it first. I don't think I would.
Okay, true. I had heard about it and I had felt it and then I bought it.
Right.
But I had every intentions of buying it, but I have to admit, she's right. And I'm still not convinced it's going to be okay here because I'm real sensitive right here. This is my sensitive neighborhood right here at this site. I break out for every reason under the sun. I can do it on my hands, no problems. Like a lot of the the kid silk, no problems.
I can too.
It's just right in through. Well, I finished my other
Minden?
No, it was my Musselburgh, the one that was a voyager cap that I turned into.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finished it, it was nice and long. You remember Karen's last week? It had the nipple.
Yeah,
mine looked like head. Yeah, but it looked like a teat, like I was going to milk a cow with it or something.
Oh, so you didn't want to bring it?
So I stuffed it up. No, it's in the need to finish pile with the pom pom.
Oh,
because I sewed it together at the top and I pulled it down and it's on a head right now, stretching out, flattening out.
Okay.
So that because it's kind of scrunchy up here at the top, it kind of like makes my hair do twisty thing here up here at the top because it's so different. It doesn't flow like this at the top. It kind of goes long and it feels like you've got an extra appendage up there. So I had to straighten it out a little bit. And so anyway, it's that's already. So I started another one for a trip, and don't ask me what this is because I really have no idea. It was in the bottom, and I went to the bottom of a box. Never do that. I go to the first, second layer maybe, and then I'm like, nope, don't see what I want.
So you went to the bottom of the box,
and this was wound.
It was already wound with no tag in it.
Mm-mm.
So you fucking wound this. You know damn well it was you that wound it and not the shop that wound it because they would have stuck the tag in there.
Yeah, but I might have pulled the tag out to see what it was, and I just didn't put the tag back in.
No, this is too squishy for shop wound yarn.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I did it?
You did this one.
Okay.
I can tell.
So anyway, I did it. Did I break something? I did. I must not have broken anything because, yeah. Anyway, so I think it could be like a leading men type. Here's the way it kind of looks.
But it doesn't. It's very bright, guys.
Yeah. Our computer doesn't do it justice. So I started in Musselburgh for the trip. And that's what I'm doing for the trip.
It's not jewel tones. It's like muted jewel tones in like almost
pastel
neon.
But not quite neon. Like it didn't plug in long. You didn't have it plugged in long enough.
It didn't charge quite enough to be neon.
Yeah. So it's
but it is purple, blue, yellow, green, pink.
And it kind of stripes out, but everything. It doesn't stripe out. And if Heather, if you're watching and it's one of yours, you can let us know.
That is going to be fantastic.
Isn't that going to be fantastic? So that'll be fun.
That'll be a fun one.
And so I decided for the trip, I found a hat pattern. It's called the Patrick Beanie. Okay, so you can't.
Patrick Beanie.
Yeah, it's on Ravelry, and I think it's free. You can't really see what it's going to look like.
Oh, okay. I like this side better. Look at that.
Okay.
Look at that. That is cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. And I'm going to make that in Notorious Amy.
Oh.
From Leading Men.
Leading Men's Notorious Amy.
Yeah.
And this is a
DK.
DK.
And I also have another skein, so I'm going to make a pair of mittens, probably limp thumb. Just to kind of go with it.
Right,
so that's project number 2 for vacation, 2 and 3, mitten and hat. And then I decided I was going to go Star Wars too.
Oh.
So
okay.
Lolo did it, had a Star Wars club. And I joined this before my moratorium. And so this is one of them. This one's called That's No Moon. Okay.
That's no moon.
That which means when they, in the very number 4, when you have Alec Guinness, you have Obi-Wan, and everybody goes, hey, he's going towards that moon over there. And Obi-Wan says, that's no moon. That's a death. And so anyway, this is like, and then everybody says they get a bad feeling about it. They try to go away and they get caught in the tractor beam. And the only reason I know this because it was all on this weekend. It's still on. So anyway. So it's blues.
You wouldn't have to it wouldn't have to have been on. Just
No.
Yeah, she watches it all the time.
Yeah, I do watch it all the time. It's like my go-to. So anyway, this is blues, and it's that's the moon. And I'm thinking of a scarf, like a one skein scarf for this.
Scarf or cowl?
No, scarf. Like like a not a hitchhiker, but something like a hitchhiker.
Oh, so like a mini shawl.
Yeah, a mini shawl. Just a long scarf type thing. And then the new one came yesterday.
Is that fingering? Is the Lolo?
Yeah.
Is that fingering? Okay.
Lolo original is fingering weight, and it's extra fine merino and 15 nylon. It's 440 yards. And I signed up for that a couple months ago. There were 3 months that they put together. And this one, oh my God, this is cute. This is Grogu. It's green.
Another Lolo.
It's green. And Grogu is technically Baby Yoda's name.
Okay.
But I'm calling it Baby Yoda. Is that not cute? And look what I got with it.
Did you get a Baby Yoda stitch marker? Oh, a pin.
A pin.
Look at this.
That
guys.
cute. It's like my shirt.
Oh my God.
Isn't that great? So Lolo did put that out.
Use the Force.
Use the Force. There we go. That's from Mandalorian.
Is anybody making the Rhinebeck sweater? What sweater are they doing for Rhinebeck?
I don't know. I haven't even
Somebody
looked.
tell me what.
Yeah,
what
let us
are they
know
doing?
what sweater they're doing for Rhinebeck.
Listen, I work too much. And yeah.
I don't know.
I haven't been paying attention. Plus, I'm not going to Rhinebeck, so I haven't really been following all the Rhinebeck stuff.
And I haven't been clicking on Indie Untangled or anything.
She's not clicking on anything because she's got a hole in her side of her mouth from not buying anything.
I do. So maybe that's why I had to replace the two.
Because you've been
I've
chomping
been
down.
chomping down. Look at I
so
can't
hard.
buy any yarn. No. So because I'm still in a moratorium. So
she says she's going to be in a
life.
moratorium until the end of the year.
I don't think I'm going to make it, except for Quivet, except for vacation.
Okay, so you can. Well, that's how I've always been.
Right.
You can purchase when you're on vacation.
Right. And you can eat on vacation. It's not diet time because of that stuff counts.
Those calories are non-existent.
Right. So,
yeah.
So I was looking up last night and setting our itinerary. So I got it all set. And I got all these. There's one in Anchorage. There's one in Skagway. And there's one, I think there's one in Seward, but I'm not sure. And there's one in Vancouver.
So
we're going to hit.
I guess it's an Andrea Mowry sweater
called.
I can't read that.
Okay.
Can you read it? It looks like Angela's telling us.
Angela.
The bottom one.
Something low. A bong low. A bang low.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yep. Nope, I'm not doing that one. I'm doing this one.
Sorry, guys. You're gonna look at my face. Alpenglow. ALPENGLOW. Thanks, Angela.
Yeah, thanks, Angela. I'm gonna have to snoop that one up. I don't know. I know nothing.
I probably won't. But I think the next sweater, if ever I do another one, will be a baby sweater.
A baby sweater? Just do a baby sweater.
Just do a baby sweater. It's all the same principles. So if it's just small. When you sit down to do that arm in the afternoon, you're like, okay, I'm going to do the arm on my sweater, on this baby sweater. You're done in 3 hours. It's great.
Well, I mean, this is just a raglan. So, and I'm going to, right after this episode, I'm going to put in a progress keeper, and I'm going to try to only work on this during the week when I wake up super early in the morning, and each week after the podcast, I will put another progress keeper on. So we'll see how quickly I can get this sweater done.
Yeah, but you've got stitch markers and things like that to do in between. And now you've
Yes,
got to make
and
these
work.
sets. And you have to make these sets now.
Yeah.
So
I can't get them. Okay, so here's my other my other issue. I can't get these onto Etsy right away because I can't get good photos of them because I have to take photos outside and it's storming out today, which means I don't have a dry space on my deck to actually lay them out and have a decent photo of them. So I have to wait for my deck to dry out to take good photos. So I can't put them up. And I can't put these up yet either. So these are my other ones that will go up next.
Which ones are going up next? Oh, those are cute.
These guys.
Let me see those.
So it's just light bulbs. And then these bows are actually metal. Very smooth. And then on a large lobster with another light bulb so you can just hook it to your project.
Oh, how cute. Where did you get these cute big ones? Gee, you find the cutest things.
So I have them in red and green. I only have a couple of each one. So.
This is adorable. How fun. This would be so cute to put on like when you give it to somebody as a Christmas present.
Yeah,
you know,
just like slap it on a piece on a skein of yarn.
Oh, how fun.
Whatever. So
That's
these will be put up, and the raglan sweater markers. I'm just going to call them the raglan sweater markers, and
I think that's a good.
They might have their own category because we'll see. We'll see how they go over. I don't know. But
I think they're going to go over really well.
I need to have a decent day outside.
Yeah.
And a dry deck.
Yeah.
Because otherwise the pictures look like junk.
True. That's the problem too, because you got to make everything look so pretty, and
you gotta make it pretty.
And if I don't see them in a functional use, sometimes some things, it's like that in the sewing too. They've got all these cool notions, and yet they tell you what to do with it, but you have you're like, what are they talking about?
Right.
And if you actually see them using it or something like that, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think this is really a cool idea.
And I also think that like an Etsy shop should be there shouldn't be all different kinds of photos. Like I shouldn't have some that are, in my yarn room and some that are on the deck and some that are here and some that are there. I think they should all be
from a piece of string
similar.
You like to very consistent.
I like consistency. So of course I found that my deck makes great photos early in the morning.
Yeah.
When it's not super bright.
And she faced west. And it's a beautiful, you have a nice.
It's a good backdrop.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. So that would be good.
So I've kind of backed myself in a corner on that one. That's what I was talking to my boss the other day. I said, I think I backed myself in a corner. I said, this is the perfect place.
No, you're going to
have a lot of my photos are already there, so I have to continue.
We're going to have to make you a box or something.
I have a light box.
No, not a light box. A box to sit on your deck. So when the snow comes.
I know. That's what I'm like. When I have snow, I'm not going to be able to.
Yeah, this part of the deck is going to be beautiful for you to be able to put your
Mikey
pictures.
Needs to create me a small piece of deck.
Okay. Mikey.
Ask him if he would make me like a 2x2 piece of deck.
Okay.
That I can just move to the deck and away from the deck. Yeah.
Okay.
Because once there's snow on the ground, I'm SOL.
Yeah, he made the bell.
I know.
And that's still in the shop. Jenny brought back a bell from an antique place, a big bell for ring the bell when you're done. And so we needed a really heavy stand. So my husband, it's on a galvanized pipe. On a piece of 2x.
It's fantastic.
It's a really cool thing. And he filled the pipe.
Well, because otherwise it would have just fallen over.
And it's just standing right there. You can ring the bell at the shop and it's still there.
When you finish a project, you can ring the bell.
Yep, that's Jenny's and Mikey's contribution to the shop. So there you have it. So,
I love that. I love this color. This is so fun.
Isn't that fun? I wish we
knew who it was.
Yeah, me too.
That'd have been nice if we'd have known who it was.
Yeah. It's very old though, because it's at the bottom. and it was meant for this one shawl that I thought I wanted to do years and years ago. And I was looking for colors to go with it because it's and I didn't know anything about mini skeins or anything like that back then. And I was,
so this was a while ago then.
Oh yeah, very much a while ago. You're talking probably, oh yeah, a good 7-8 years old. So this is probably an older one that got from somebody before I knew, because in the bag that this was sitting in, there's cotton and there's linen that was supposed to go with it for the same shawl.
Oh,
I didn't realize back then that you had to switch.
Yeah, we shouldn't mix fibers.
Yeah, shouldn't mix fibers. Now, some places it's okay.
Yes, absolutely. I actually have a shawl that was that
the pattern calls for that.
It was a pack. It was the pattern in the yarn.
Yeah, no, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, and it has like linen, flax,
nice
cotton.
That would be kind of fun.
Yeah, and mohair, and
it has all kinds of things on it. My granny square sweater could be done with some stuff like that.
If you don't want to wash it. I
keep talking about this granny square sweater.
Yeah, you should probably do it.
Take that and do that. But I want to do Star Wars on my trip. So I think I'm going to do Star Wars on that. I'm not sure exactly.
But, before you go on your trip, you could go through a few more of your bins and see if you couldn't come up with colors to do your granny square.
Well, there's a few colors in that box that I pulled out. I found this beautiful haiku, Simply Natural yarn. I bought 2 skeins of that somewhere. And I don't recognize the price tag on it. Sometimes
by the price tag.
Right, whether was like Mass Ave or Village Yarn Company, if it was local.
Or if it was Spain.
Yeah, you never know. Because
with her, it could be anywhere. Oh,
I bought it in Antarctica.
I got this in Antarctica.
So anyway, it's gorgeous. It's navy blue. It's really pretty, and I haven't decided exactly yet what I'm going to do.
And it's a haiku.
It's haiku, and it's an Aran weight yarn, which is worsted type,
Yeah.
And so I'm not sure exactly what, but I really kind of want to take that with. That was in the bottom of that box, and there was
why you go to the bottom of the boxes.
There's a really cute red and pink one that I think.
Do your boxes have any rhyme or reason to them, or is it just I have enough yarn here to fill up a box, so I'm going to fill it up?
Yeah. I would say 60% of all my yarn is fingering weight.
I
would say 60.
How much yarn do you think you have?
You think Marcia has a lot?
No, I actually don't. She thinks she has, but I don't think so.
Well, double Marcia.
Okay, well, I still don't think that's a ton.
Oh, I have a ton. I am not kidding you. These boxes are like this wide. They're little stools. You can sit on them. Okay. So they look.
Are they like paper boxes? Paper box size?
No.
Bigger?
Bigger. They're like this wide and about like this tall. And there's a top on them. And there's 6 of them that have that. Then I have yarn up in a dresser upstairs. And then I did a Lolo Did It one that for years, pre-pandemic, I don't know. Anyway, it was about artists. And so she did like a sock set, and I have all those in a drawer. And then when I first started knitting, I found Expression Fiber Arts, and I love her stuff. I mean, because it has this magical glow. I don't know what she does with her yarn, but she does have a magical, her pearlescent fingering is pearlescent. And I have a lot of that. I get caught up with this 15% off. Like she gives you a pattern on Fridays, and then she gives you 15% off the yarn that goes with it. The only problem is I never remembered why I bought the yarn.
Because it was 15% off.
Well, I bought it for that pattern, but I didn't remember it at the time because the yarn came 3 months later, and I didn't write on the pattern, pull out that pattern to do that and say, when this yarn comes, this is where it belongs. And then I have in another box, I actually have wound ones like this with a pattern. The pattern for that shawl is with this, okay? But I didn't understand a lot of it because it was a very new knitter when I came up with this. Because once I did a sweater, I figured I could do anything, right? Because that's what they tell you.
What?
Because besides a scarf, the only other thing I had knitted at that point was the sweater. Because I took the class.
The Dirty Martini sweater?
No, a different sweater.
Okay.
I took the class in Broad Ripple.
Right, yeah.
And it was beyond scarves, is what she called it. And I thought, oh, great, I'm going to get to do a hat, or I'm going to get to do something else.
Right.
And no, it was a sweater, but we sewed it together. So
not even just a simple raglan.
No, nothing. You had to. You made the front pieces and the arms, and if you made a mistake, she went like this and pulled it out, and then she would take it back to where it was, right? But I had a heart attack the first time she ever did that, because I'm like, oh my! I mean, this was like 2 weeks of worth for me, because it was every other week was a class. This is 2 weeks to go like this much, right?
Right.
And I had a mistake, and my sister sort of fixed it with crochet hooks, and she didn't like it, so she tore it all out. And then in like 2 minutes, like Marcia, she had it right back where it was. But in the meantime, I'm having like a massive panic attack, and I'm sweating, out my eyeballs and my hair, and it was terrible. And then I still have the sweater. I'll bring it in sometime. It was done in a size 10. Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Was it bulky?
No, it was worsted, but I couldn't get gauge. And that's where I did my first mittens, my ballistic mittens. I used this yarn that everybody thought I felted these mittens. I didn't. It was just my knitting. And the government uses them now for face masks. So in a nuclear blast, at least your face will survive, so they can identify you. I mean, they're really tight. They're really ballistically tight. So as you guys know, but look, this one isn't.
No, you're getting better. Yeah. I think you're getting better.
Yeah. Well, I did these with double point with my flexi flips in the beginning, and then I moved it to this.
I think one of these Saturdays I should come over and help you organize your yarn.
I try.
No, not you on your own. You can't do it on your own.
No, I can't.
No, you can't.
No, I can't.
I think you and I should do it.
Okay. You're more than welcome to come over, and you can have whatever you want.
I don't need it. No. We need to organize it for you and put them in those boxes and have this is worsted.
Used to be
this
in
is fingering.
Used to be in a spreadsheet, but I took it out.
Fucking stop spreadsheet.
No, that's how I like it.
But that's not working. You're not going to the spreadsheet to find the yarn, and the spreadsheet doesn't visually tell you the color of it. It just goes.
Yeah, but that's still not going to, even if we organize it, it's still not going to make me go to the bottom of the box.
No, but at least you'll know that this is DK, and I can go to the DK box to look for mitten DK yarn.
True, yeah, I can. I could do that instead of going otherwise. Yeah, it's more fun the other way. When I was looking for patterns, I actually looked through my library this time, and I found this one in my library. Wow. I didn't just go free and run through the whole thing again.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
No, I didn't. But when you go looking for a pattern, like say you type in like the Patrick beanie, and then you get 16 different patterns that have the word Patrick in it. So you, of course, have to look and see what those patterns are. So then you end up putting another 6 in your library. See, so.
Yes, I call him Sasquatch.
Yeah, he was in the back. Did you see him?
There's a Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. It visited us.
He goes, is that what you really call me? And I'm like, yeah, because it's so rare.
It's
so rare.
He just
it's a rare sighting.
It's a rare sighting.
It's like literally, I think he's only been sighted
2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times in the entire time that we have been
doing this in 106 episodes.
Yeah.
This is 105 times 3. Too. Yeah, whatever.
Sasquatch sighting. Yeah. Well, he has no hair, so it's not because of that. He's bald, so
it's because he's tall.
He is tall.
He's real tall, and he's just Sasquatch.
And I'm short.
And she's short.
We have a foot height difference between us. So I always told all my friends I had to have really good neck muscles. I was constantly looking up. You should know, Mikey's
about a foot taller than I am.
Yeah.
And I keep shrinking.
Good neck muscles.
That's what I was asking Carly last week. I'm like, if I keep shrinking, am I going to have to sit in a booster seat? Well, kids, if they're not over 4'10", have to have in a booster seat, and I'm getting close to 4'10". So am I gonna? I already have a booster seat because I can't see.
I was
the
just
front of
gonna
the
say
car.
you already have a booster seat. What are you talking about? Am I gonna have to get one?
Well, I have it because I can pull it in the
No, do you
garage.
have to get the 20-point
like harness thing that they have on it? So
Is Mikey gonna have to strap you in every time you need to go drive somewhere? That's the question.
That probably would be the wisest thing in the world to do.
But then you wouldn't be able to get out of the car.
You know what that butt asked me?
No.
He asked me if we were sitting next to each other on the plane.
No, I put you in the back of the fucking bus and I'm in first class.
And I looked at him and I said, yeah, is there a problem with that? And he goes, no, I was just wondering,
Why would you not?
Well, when we first had the discussion and I said I was going first class, he says, well, I don't have to be in first class. So I think he might have figured I might have, just to be a bitch, put him in the back
of the bus.
So he could sit like this for 7 hours in the middle of a plane, as I'm sitting in first class, lounging around, So, no, he's sitting next to me, but he downright asked me that. And I was like,
speaking of asking weird ass fucking questions, my husband just this morning, he goes, do you have a full tank? I go, of gas? I mean, what? He wouldn't. Okay, my husband does not put gas in my car. I put gas in my car. It's not like,
in the car.
I know, but it's not like, this is not a normal question. Like it's my job to make sure that my gas
is in your car.
It's in my car. Right? So I'm thinking, this is really weird. And I was going to the gas station, but still, weird question for my husband to ask me. And I go to the gas station, I come back, and he had told me, because he couldn't golf because it's stormy out.
So he's in there.
So he's in his room. And I said, do you have any plans today? He goes, no, I was just going to pay bills and blah, blah, blah. So when I come back from the gas station, I said, by the way, why did you ask me how much gas I had in my car? If I had a full tank, were you worried that your wife was going to put gas in and we weren't going to have enough money in the account?
Because he was going to pay bills.
I know.
And gas is that expensive that you can,
It's a little better now, but not
so much.
He goes, ha, 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 no. And I go, well,
what was the point?
He's like, well, if you were on a full tank, I would have put in an additive. Okay, why don't you just hand me the additive and go, next time you fill up, put this in too. No, he doesn't do that. No. He wants to put the additive in.
Well, that's a guy thing. We had to put additive in ours because my husband thinks it's going to get stale. Because I use mainly electric because I don't usually go more than 40 miles and he charges it every night. So he puts this stuff in there to keep it from going stale. I said, does gas go stale? It's constantly
it's lost its carbonation.
It's bouncing around on the road, so it's not bubbly anymore. So I guess so. Why do we put up with them?
Boys do the weirdest things.
I'm telling you, sometimes you're gonna wonder, why do we stick with them? Well, they are a sense of comic relief. He does have good life insurance, come to think of it. Yeah. Okay. So they're right for the life insurance. So that's good. Yeah. That's how we got it.
Teasing. I'm so teasing. Mikey's a good guy.
I know. Everybody says
so is Jamie.
So is Jamie. They play the henpecked husbands to the hilt. They really do. They totally look, everybody looks at you like, why would you pick on him? He's amazing, Mm-hmm. And I even said that to our friend. I said, Mikey thought your husband was great. And she goes, she doesn't have to live with them. I said, I totally get it, but I just wanted to tell you. Mikey thought your husband was pretty cool. And when we were at her place, her second job.
Their friends would probably say, your wife doesn't seem that bad.
Yeah, I know. Until you live with her. Or actually, I think most of Mikey's friends are like, does she bust your balls like that all the time? And he's probably like, yeah, I don't have any.
Mm-hmm.
They're up in my abdomen and safer there. He yanks them up because they're safer there than
Stop.
us.
You're so bad. You're so bad.
I know.
You don't beat on Mikey that badly.
No.
I do. No, I do. I swear
No,
I do.
I really, actually, the next week will be kind of rough because we're both getting ready for the trip. So that'll be kind of rough because he always has to remind me. And the way he says things just flips that switch. Like, make sure you take your passport. Do you have your passport? Yes, Mike, I have my passport. It's right here.
I've done this plenty of times.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Except I have forgotten my passport.
Well, then maybe that's why he asked you.
We were driving to Montreal and I was in Michigan and I forgot it. And so he drove to Fort. I left Lansing, Michigan and drove down to Fort Wayne, and he left Indy and drove up to Fort Wayne and brought me my passport. And then when we got to Canada, driving through, he said, "We still take the driver's license." Don't tell my husband because I made him. Canada wasn't one of the things that I would automatically think I needed it for, you know. I mean,
this was a few years ago, evidently.
Oh yeah, a long time ago, because it was like 2011 or 12, something like that.
But it was after the passport thing for Canada. Like
no, not quite. It was just about the time they were switching over.
Oh,
it was about the time they were switching over. It wasn't. They had technically switched over, but certain areas where people go back, because a lot of people in Detroit go across to the bridge and the tunnel to work in Canada, same situation. Yeah. So they weren't quite as mean as they would be in some other places would be like known
northern
for that.
Minnesota.
Yeah, probably like northern Minnesota would probably get on your suitcase and tell you to go home, you know, or something.
So you're here next week though, right?
I am here next Sunday. Okay. We leave next Wednesday morning. Dog goes in on Tuesday.
After Wednesday.
A week from Wednesday.
Yeah, okay.
So I will be here next Sunday. So I will fill you in on all the packing details.
So ignore all of the like bandages that you have on your face and whatnot. That'll be on Sunday.
And bruises, that'll be on there next week.
Yeah, we're going to ignore all that next week.
Yeah, and my nails have gotten to be done again because I broke one. That hurt. It broke in half. Mm. And that kind of hurt. So I have to get my nails done and all that fun stuff before we go. But it's always tough from that standpoint because he's always saying, and then I'm like, do you want me to take mine or are you taking yours? Like
passport?
No. Like certain things like
you need both.
We both have weights, you know, to weigh the bags. Mm. The handheld things so you can weigh your bag so you know whether you're under 50 pounds.
Oh my God.
So
yeah, no.
Do you want me to take mine or are you going to take yours? That sort of thing. Do you want me to take my hair dryer so that you can use it, even though he shaves his now, but he always wants to dry it. There's nothing but fuzz, but he always wants. I said, which do you want to do that?
So there's nothing here but fuzz, but you always want to dry it.
I always want to dry it anyway. Things like that. Where we duplicate some stuff, you know, like I have the adapters. And he's like, do I need to bring my own? Well, no, I'll share. Yeah, I said, there's only one plug, so you have to share. You've been on a cruise before, dummy. We've already had some of these.
Why don't you just tell him? I've got everything. You just worry about your clothes.
I think that's what I'll do. Because I travel with my sister who takes nothing.
Right. So just tell him, just bring your clothes. I got everything else.
I'm pretending that you're Gail.
Yeah. I traveled with her. I didn't bring a fucking thing. I brought two. How long were we there?
A week.
I brought 2 t-shirts and a pair of shorts. I was totally good. She had me covered. I went with carry-on in my yarn bag. That's it.
She did. I had a big suitcase.
She had a big suitcase.
And another suitcase and a bag.
You don't need to bring a damn thing with her. Nothing.
No, you're right. You don't. That's true. But we have a bit of a dilemma because the train only lets one bag and only one carry-on. So I'm going to have to stuff the second carry-on into my first carry-on. So either that. What? Yeah, because going around some of these corners, train has to be balanced.
It's the same amount of weight.
Well, Mikey said, he told me. He said, well, you have to be careful.
Per person.
per person. You get 1 bag and 1 carry-on the train.
Oh, well, that's no big deal.
Right. But normally, since we were flying first class, I get 2 bags, so I was going to have 2 bags.
And are you doing the train back when you leave?
We're taking the train from Anchorage to
Seaward.
Seaward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's a 5-hour trip.
Ship goes from Seaward
to Vancouver, British Columbia, and we fly home from British Columbia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You can do that because you'll be shopping along the way, and that's why you bring the second bag anyway.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to do that. So anyway, I'll make sure everything fits in the first one, and that's only the 3rd day. See, because we leave on Wednesday, and that'll be the 3rd day. So the 2nd, 3rd day. So I won't have done that much shopping in Anchorage. I'll wait until I get on the ship. And then
Or if you had done shopping, you can always put it in Mikey's bag.
Well, Mikey has his CPAP, and I told him if nothing else, I'd stuff the CPAP in the suitcase, and we'd use his CPAP bag. Or we'd put his CPAP in a big bag, like one of these big carry-on bags, like these big shopping bags, and that's his bag for his CPAP. Put all this extra stuff around it. See, so that's how that works.
Second bag, yeah.
See, because that's medical. Or I'd put my medicine in the bottom of that bag and tell him that's my medicine bag.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
All right, I think we just got to go a little bit around, so we're going to go ahead and head out.
I'm gonna find a progress keeper to put on here so that I can mark where I am now.
You can see that.
Yeah.
And this is where I am on mine, so you'll remember just the little bulb.
Yeah, she's got 1.5 inches.
I just figured out my gauge.
Okay.
So I know how many I need to put in the middle. And so I'm all set on that. And I know what I'm going to do with this. And I think I know what I'm going to do with this.
Okay.
I'm going to make some sort of one of those like little shawl scarf things with this.
Yeah.
And this one I haven't decided yet. So I'll figure something out. But that's definitely going to go because I got to have Star Wars with me because that's a Star Wars.
Right.
And I had the Brenda and Heather Star Wars out too. So you never know. There may be more Star Wars going along. It's a long flight. Yeah. I'm coming from Houston to Anchorage. Can you believe that? Don't you love the airlines? If there's a screwy way to send you some way, they do it. Trust me. And on United, you either went to Newark or you went to Houston. That's the only choices they had to get you on a flight to Anchorage. Yeah, by using their flight system.
Because Newark is the right direction.
Yeah, that's the right direction. Not
Seattle.
No, but should make total sense. No, but I was using
or Minneapolis.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that would have been okay.
That would have been okay because that's on your way.
Yeah.
That would make sense. No. That's like
I'm certain that the flight directors, the peeps who figure out how these things go, they're all men.
Oh yeah.
They're all men.
Because they're not like they don't go the most logical way there is to go.
No.
And if it means I have to turn around, let me go to Phoenix to turn around. Instead of turning around maybe
but if you need to go to Phoenix, you got to go to Orlando first.
I know, and then you got to go to Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Oh, I know. Very rare do you go. Like when we came back from Long Beach, I was really surprised. We went to Phoenix and then we went to Indy, which I was shocked and amazed because I couldn't believe that we would be doing
go that far out of the way.
Well, that's logical. Long Beach, Phoenix, Indy. I mean, that's kind of logical.
Oh, yeah, no. I was thinking Florida.
No.
I was like, Florida to Arizona to Indy? That's like...
No.
Okay, California.
Yeah, California,
yeah.
So I was thinking, oh, my God, this makes a lot of sense. What am I doing? So I clicked on it right away because that made sense. I'm like, this is what we're going to do. So I got to figure out how to, I've got other flights
morning from New Zealand.
Hi, New Zealand. I love New Zealand. Where are you at in New Zealand? Let me see if it says she's just in New Zealand. Good morning.
I've been trying to catch you guys live since like forever.
Well, yeah, finally
you caught us, but it's kind of at the end of us. But give us 10 seconds and, you'll be able to catch us again.
Yeah, so this is every Sunday and you'll see us again next Sunday. And
how different is the time there? Because right now here it is 11:07 a.m. What's your time there in New Zealand?
And it's the 14th of August, whereas in New Zealand it would be, are you like on the same time as Sydney or on differently? Because it's 1:08 a.m.
A.M.
tomorrow. It's 14 hours plus in Sydney. So that's probably what this poor girl. Are you up
I'm
at
down
1
in the
o'clock in
deep
the
dark
morning?
south. It's 3 a.m. Oh
Oh my gosh.
God.
Tomorrow. I mean,
Well,
plus.
that's the time I wake up. So, did you just wake up and catch us live?
I'm sorry that you have to get up in the middle of the night to see us live, but isn't it the best?
Oh, yeah.
Just think. Now you go into bed and have nightmares.
Yeah, I didn't have nightmares. No, we don't want that.
You can go to bed.
That
dreaming.
is the deep dark south.
That really is. And it's August here, so it's summer, and they're getting cold on there.
It's pretty cold there.
Yeah, they're in their winter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty bad.
And it's dark
yeah.
and cold.
Yeah.
See, you got sweater weather.
Yeah. See, so you should be making a sweater. I hope you're doing a sweater like that. Keep an eye on that. Do that simple.
Simple something.
Simple something.
Or something simple.
Something simple. Whatever. All right.
I think it's simple something. Whatever.
Well, thank you for joining us for New Zealand. I love New Zealand. I've been to Tauranga and Auckland, and my sister said that she would become a New Zealand person in a heartbeat.
I need to go.
You do. It's amazing.
I do need to go.
It is. It's amazing.
I've been watching documentaries on New Zealand. I have
amazing.
been, seriously.
Down Under is the best. It really is.
Oh, you know, Australia's
a good too.
Now I'll do New Zealand over Australia.
You got 2 islands to do in. To me, Australia is you have to do the coast. I wouldn't want to go in the outback in the middle because that's so big and you could get lost so easy. And there's snakes and spiders and everything in the middle, and I don't want
We
that.
almost always have sweater weather. I am so coming there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna retire there.
Super.
Can I bring Sasquatch with me?
Sure, don't let him in. He has a job that they would be able to give him. Yeah, he's worth it. All right.
Okay.
We have been on for
an hour and 11 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, we'll see you all next week.
It's not a touchscreen.
Oh, that's right.
You guys have a good week. We'll see you next week.
I keep forgetting that. I remembered it last week, but I didn't. Wait.